My name is Hector Herrera Jr., and the title of my speech is Comfort Can Be Dangerous.
My name is Luis, and I'm an audience member.
My name is Ishmael. I'm an audience member.
My name is Price Brooks, and I'm an audience member.
Cool. Thank you guys for joining me in this speech today. I say that comfort can be dangerous. Well, my story is about comfort being dangerous. And a few years back, I ended up hurting my back at work, and I had compromised my L4, L5, which is a couple vertebrae in my spine, and it had to do something with the disc, but this disc ends up pinching a nerve. So it was an excruciating pain that I had experienced. Now, the lesson came from being comfortable with that pain. I ended up thinking that time would heal it, but days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and then months turned into years. And if I finally got to a point where I realized, I'm like, man, I let this pain go for too long. And so when I finally realized that, I started taking proactive action into rehabilitating my injury. And so I started doing exercises and stuff like that. And when I started doing these exercises, a pain that I had lived and shaped my life around had started healing within a matter of weeks. And the biggest thing that I had learned from that was that like change can sometimes happen randomly, but the real change happens when you decide you want to change. So I had lived my life shaped around this injury, and I kind of just took on an autopilot passive role. And when I wanted to make that change is when things started happening for me. So the lesson that I learned is, oh, okay. So the lesson I learned is that you got to implement the change when you want it. You know, you can't just think that something is going to happen, something is going to change on its own. And the first step is usually the hardest. Um, but once you take that step into making that change, a lot can happen in your life. That's pretty much it.